Veeramurugan from Picus Security.
Yes.
Welcome to Cybersecurity Asia 2023.
Thank you for having me here.
You're a Singapore-based company, and you've got a what I would call a red teaming tool potentially. Introduce us to Picus Security and some of your solutions.
Sure. So apart from just being a red teaming tool, we are what we call is a purple teaming tool. We combine both the red teaming and the blue teaming function. So what we actually offer is a SaaS platform where we actually have currently we have over 21,000 TTPs in our threat library, and we actually add the threats on a daily basis. All right. So what we are trying to do here for customers is simulate a threat in your environment even before an actual threat happens.
Yep.
So do this on a proactive manner.
Is this just a cloud environments and cloud architecture, or are you doing on-prem as well?
We do both as well.
Okay.
All right, because we do understand that certain industries, especially government and sensitive, they need an on-prem option as well. So we also provide the on-prem option as well.
How current is this to, say, CVEs that are getting released and the like?
All right, so as long as there's a new threat published by US FBI, within 24 hours, it will be in the threat library for customers to use them.
Great. And I take it there's audit logs or the like, they could understand what's happened in the past, or understand if there has been a breach, say for a customer or someone like that they can go back and check have they been tested?
Not really, because we are not really an incident response tool. So ours is more of a proactive tool. So whatever simulation we do, we actually present them in an easy to read report and even the dashboard itself. What we are trying to do is that based on the simulations we run, we actually give you a score to tell you, okay, you actually at 40% or 50%.
Got it.
All right. And we also provide you benchmarking as well. So you also want to know, for example, if you're in a bank, if you have another bank in the same industry or in the same region, how are you faring against them? So our tool does that as well. And the best part is, based on, say, if your key motivation is ransomware or endpoint attacks, the platform itself will suggest templates for you to run.
Nice.
All right.
Do you align yourself to, say, NIST or the MITRE threat attack vector and those kind of things?
So we also present all these results in the MITRE attack framework as well.
Got it.
All right, and we do the color coding so the customer is able to see, okay, which areas are they strong at, which towers, and which one is probably their weak end. So it could be a reason they're weak in because they do not have a tool and technology for that particular, say for example, data exfiltration. So we actually allow customers to use this data to present to their management as a justification as to why they need to invest. The biggest problem CISOs have today, apart from the operation, is justifying and asking for new budget. And we're actually helping customers with that.
Any particular client profiles that you have? What type of enterprise does this suit?
Interestingly enough, our client profile is across all sectors.
Funny that.
Exactly. In fact, we also have customers who are also cybersecurity vendors.
Got it. Okay, right.
So but if you ask me what out of 10, probably I'll say about 4 is about in the finance, because they're heavily regulated, and of course they are the greatest risk as well.
Does it help them with things like regulation and audits as well? Is it potentially an auditing tool?
Yes, because if you're running, and say for example, if you're running a VAPT or exercise, right? It's usually a once a year kind of exercise. Threats do not wait 1 year. Threats evolve every day, right? So by running this simulation on a daily basis, they actually use our data to complement the VAPT report for their audit purposes, to tell them how they are being protected. In fact, there's even a discussion happening now with cyber insurance providers.
Got it.
If you want to get a cyber insurance, all right, you need to do certain steps. One of it is, can you do this simulation to say that if you're saying that on paper you have all these controls, but are the controls working?
Demonstrate it?
Yes, that's right.
You're based in Singapore. Are you regionally sort of active? What's your footprint?
So we actually have, apart from Singapore, we have a team. We also have a team in India as well. But in terms of customers, Asia is pretty much covered. All right. I've got a good set of partners in Japan, looking after also Hong Kong, Taiwan as well.
Haven't seen you in Australia.
Coming soon. I am actually in discussion with a few banks out there.
Got it.
All right, and hopefully I can get a few logos in Australia by year end.
Fair enough.
Right, and then you'll see me more often in Australia.
Well, look, Veeramurugan, thank you so much for joining us on MySecurityTV, and enjoy the rest of your time in Kuala Lumpur, and thanks for contributing to Cybersecurity Asia.
Thank you, my pleasure. Thank you, Chris.